Hello Leo, and welcome to your August reading. Happy birthday to all of you that have your birthday in the month of August, and also to the ones that were in late July. So, what Spirit wanted to talk about? That's my first row, the subject. Usually it's 3 cards, but the first card came out in 4 cards. So the first one is the Ace of Cups. So there's that brand new, emotional, fulfilling thing coming towards you. Maybe pretty fast. Knight of Sword. Maybe you're hearing about this. This is communication, fast communication of this Ace of Cups. Here I have Justice. That means that that Ace of Cups is the result of balance, a result, cause and effect, justice. Can be karmic justice, can be, if you've worked on yourself and you've rebalanced, there's that new Ace of Cups. If you've made moves or decisions or whatever, there's that, it is balanced. And with that I have the Queen of Swords. So that means that this is coming pretty fast towards you. It is balanced and just in a way that is the result of understandings or actions or whatever. And you're welcoming it, because the Queen of Cups, you have to remember that she has her hand out to see what is coming towards her. So, but with a clear mind. So you're not like overly overwhelmed by it or whatever. You actually can see clearly based on your past experiences, because she has the wisdom. That's why all the butterflies are there of transformation. And the position she has now, she can welcome this Ace of Cups that is coming pretty fast towards her with a clear, just mind. After that, I have the Emperor. So this thing coming in is asking you, if you're dealing with an Emperor, maybe it comes from an Emperor, but mostly this is our masculine side, and it's asking you to take control. It's asking you to master your actions, your domain, how you create abundance, how you control your environment, your masculine side. And then the third card is the Fool. So all of this, like you're receiving this, you're welcoming it with a clear mind. You have to take control, and it's bringing you in a whole new cycle, a brand new adventure that does ask a leap of faith. How this is actually going to portray itself during the month. The first card that I have is the Two of Wands. So him, we call him the master of the domain. When we get to the Two of Wands, it's because that where we have been until now, we have mastered. We've mastered the way that we are, the way that we think, the way we were doing things. It's been mastered. And that is why the second one that gives us the opportunity to get out of our comfort zone, to go upon the world, is in front of us, like a threshold. It is also a decision to do that. After that, under the Emperor, those 3 came out. I have the Queen of Pentacles. So there's your feminine side, the feminine side that can nourish and take care of people, can create abundance with a little bit. She can feed like 20 people with a bag of rice and a rabbit. You see that little rabbit here. But like she takes care of little animals and everything. It's the nurturing part, the being able to do with what the four elements and spirit can give us, the five senses here. And I have also the high priestess and the devil. So that part of you, after taking that decision, being ready to move into a new unknown unknown path there, is kind of awakening the solid feminine. We have all of them inside of us, and she is in your unconscious, in the pair of Jung there, the whole unconscious ruled by the moon. She is there. And here with the devil, your I priestess is showing you maybe your fears about that, your limits, your limiting beliefs, or the things that hold you, that chain you down, when it comes to that feminine side, the feminine side that can be solid, long-term, nurturing, no problem taking responsibilities and things like that, because it is under the emperor that takes control and responsibility for everything. So maybe a fear will come up. We'll clarify it. But with the devil showing up there, that means you can face it. And that devil is in your unconscious. That means it's not, you're not acting it out maybe in the concrete by drinking or whatever. It's in your unconscious. So it's a belief, it's a fear, it's something like that. After that, I have the Knight of Cups. So there's that cup coming here. And I have the Queen of Wands. So we're talking about expectations, because the Queen of Wands manifests what she expects. That's why she's very magnetic. She's very, when she walks into a room, everybody looks at her. And her state of mind, and when she's upright, will actually attract towards her or will what she wants. And with that we have the Nine of Swords. So there, because that can mean expectations. And with the Nine of Swords, it's like worries, and that's probably the devil acting up, giving you sleepless nights about that cup that is coming. So, because maybe it is a bit outside of your comfort zone, this thing. And that's why it's asking you so much to be master of yourself, to be able to welcome that cup. But you're going to do it, because the outcome here, I have the King of Pentacle. Queen of Pentacle, King of Pentacle. Your masculine and feminine side being in accord. You're ready to defend that wand that the Queen of Wands attracted. There you're ready to defend it. You could be dealing with the Queen of Wands also, fire sign. But whatever it is, now you're ready to grab that wand and defend it against the naysayers and take the role of the provider here. Provider in the sense of he is solid, he has the capacity to take a pentacle and to grow it. So that new love that is coming into your life or whatever, this brings it solidity. These two are able to bring all the way to the Ten of Pentacle. So they're able to really anchor this and make it grow. And you have the Queen and the King. Your feminine side has to deal with the little devil there, but once you take control, there you are in it. And I think your feminine side maybe didn't think she was able to pull it off. Maybe she thought it was too much. Maybe she thought it would be oppressing. Because after that I have the World and the Five of Pentacles. See, we are in the Pentacles here, even if you're a fire sign. And, you know, here you are with the Queen of Wands. But that means that that part of you, the solid part of you, the feminine part of you that can make do, that can nourish and all of that, maybe felt before she wasn't able to deal with that Ace of Cups coming towards you. Maybe she felt she wasn't enough, she didn't have enough, she wasn't solid enough, or all of that. And by having the King of Pentacles there, your masculine and your feminine grounding so much and balancing after dealing with the devil here, that closes the cycle of the poverty or the lack mentality. And after that, we have a brand new Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, with the Page of Pentacles. So there's your couple here of Pentacles being able to bring that pentacle and plant it in a solid way. That new passion, that new project, it can be a relationship, it can be a job, it can be anything that brings you love and passion. At the first glance there, it's going to bring you worry, but then you take control over it and you start planting it. So let's see what it is. I call upon Spirit, I call upon the light, I call upon the divine. Help me clarify this reading for Leo for the month of August. Leo for the month of August. Alright. Okay, show me that Ace of Cup. Spirit, show me that Ace of Cup. We have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so maybe you felt a bit that Ace of Cup coming gave you first this empowerment feeling. It was out of your control. It was maybe happening from behind the scenes. But we have Justice here. Show me Justice. Why is Justice here? Why is Justice here? Almost. Do you want to talk about Justice now? Okay, Queen of Cups. There's a lot of queens here. Seven of Wands here when you're defending. And the Star. When justice comes, the balancing effect is you looking at your capacity to love and taking charge of ready to defend it, ready to defend that. Even if your first feeling maybe was that this happened without your knowledge or whatever, but with the Star, that means that it was aligned with the stars. It's that complete faith also. And it goes well with the Fool after, where you decide to leap into that thing with a leap of faith. Having the understanding that even after a shock, because this could have been a shock, the Star comes after the Tower. So this could have been a shock, but then you take notice of your heart and your capacity to love and receive love. And then you're kind of saying, okay, I am going to defend this. It is aligned with my stars. The Emperor. Show me the Emperor. Seven of Cups. That is taking control on active imagination of all the possibilities. Oh my God, this could turn out to be like this, and this could turn out to be like that. With the Emperor, it is asking you to come down to earth and to really ground yourself and take mastery of it. So maybe this does bring you anxiety here. And so the Emperor there with the Seven of Cups, it's all those possibilities of what it can come. It's when we're making movies in our heads with an emotional charge, probably after the shock of that, you know, your mind is going to go way active here. And with the Devil right under, you're probably imagining that cup is maybe has a snake in it, or it's going to be hell, or whatever. With the Emperor, it's asking you to ground yourself and take control over that. The Fool. Show me the Fool. Oh, there was another card that flipped around. Oh, Temperance. Well, there you go. It's the healing of that. Understanding that this was prepared and brought by the heavens. Divine timing. That's why you take control of it. Okay, the Fool. The Fool. For Leo. The Fool for Leo. Don't want to talk about the Fool right now? Okay. We'll wait till the end. Let's look at the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. What is that new outside of the comfort zone threshold they're on? The Tower. So there's your news. Probably came in and see, that's why Justice came here with the Star. I told you it comes after the Tower. There it is, propulsing you out of your comfort zone. I'm sorry. And then we have the Chariot. So it could be like Cancer, in a sense of during Cancer season last month this happened. Or this is asking you to align yourself with your unconsciousness and your consciousness so that this can move forward and be successful. And here we have that Queen of Wands again that is freaking out. You, your feminine side. Do I really want this? My expectations. So this is propulsing you out of your comfort zone and activating here your Chariot to go and make sure that you are aligned so that this doesn't become disruptive, but that becomes a success. And your shadow side, well, there it is. There you go. That's why you see there's a Devil here. But this is here for you to destroy it with the Tower also. So show me that Devil. Let's get to the core. Show me that devil. Three of Pentacles. Maybe the fear of... because this is when we can build with others. That's when everybody brings their part and that can build. So maybe your fear is that you would be alone in that. That you wouldn't be able to build. That you wouldn't be able to create that solidity there, but to have support in it. Show me the High Priestess. What is the High Priestess talking about? The Six of Pentacles wanted to come out. That's equal give and take. So maybe you feel like maybe this is all going to be on your shoulders and it will not be shared responsibilities. Maybe you feel it more like a responsibility than a project. Yeah, okay. See, the High Priestess. There it is. It's making you go through a dark night of the soul here. Seeing exactly your fear. Fear of this, maybe this, not seeing it as something that is building up, but something that you would be stuck alone as a responsibility, or maybe not having the support that you would need or the capacity to pull it off. These are your fears, and here she's telling you, and this is the dark nightness of the soul, in the sense that it's asking us to go in our unconscious, to understand all those swords that are planted in ourselves. That means that all of those beliefs that hurt us, all of those words, those events that hurt us in the past, that created that false belief inside of us, that can be an incapacity to pull it off or whatever. And you see here the gesture in his hand. This is what you see is all there is. That means that what you've experienced, maybe you've experienced something similar coming again in a new way. And for you, it's like, oh no, not again, because in the past, this is what it brought me, in a way. So you're believing that this is going to be the reality. But him, after going through the dark night of the soul, the gesture of his hand is the one of the Pope. And that means all you see is not all that there is. And there's the whole unseen universe, and there's the whole, this is for your growth, this is for this is what your soul is asking, and all of that. It's like seeing clearly after going in the unconsciousness to rise to a new consciousness. And there you have your leap of faith. So this is what the High Priestess is talking to you about. She's talking about the devil that came out with her. She's talking about how this is gonna make you face all of this. Feel it, see it, freaking out about it. 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, that anxiety, so you can face it and then rise from it. New dawn. And then be able to close that cycle of, see, this is being by ourselves also, not being supported, not having what it takes, all of our insecurities, not having collaboration, maybe not being able to build it, to actually do it. This is what she's talking about. And that's why you have the Queen and the King of Pentacles, because they're the expert builders in the solidity. So this is a brand new cup of love that asks commitment and solidity. And you're afraid you don't have what it takes for it. But it's part of the growth. And this probably came to you pretty in a shocking way, forcing you to go through that process. Show me the Prince of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So there you are, your feminine side again. The one that feels, that receives, that perceives. That's our feminine side. Page of Swords, see that news coming in, bringing you worry. And that he holds the one sword, which makes 9 to 10. And then we have the Lovers. So that is good. There's going to be communication and things like that. You're gonna communicate your anxieties. And this is the opposite of the Devil. There we have a true union, a true collaboration brought by the divine. If this was a relationship, then the first anxiety and freaking out and that comes out of it then is expressed, is communicated, and we feel the connection. If it's a new project, if it's whatever it is, that cup of love, and see that is what is going to make you close your cycle. Communicating. You're going to communicate with the person maybe that brought you that news. How you're feeling about it, the anxiety that comes out, how maybe you feel alone and you don't know if you can pull it off. It's going to bring out your insecurities, that's for sure. King of Pentacles. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. In that case, that is because here you're defending that wand, that Ace of Wands there, you're defending it against the naysayers. You're solid about it. That Four of Pentacles in that sense is saving our energy for later. It's and here I have the Six of Pentacles. It's a way of controlling also. You will not, this is asking you to be very stable, very, because the Four of Pentacles, it's not always having to let go or something like that. At first, we need to solidify something. And then after, so that it can grow. So there's like saveness of energy, saving of maybe you won't go and spend everywhere. You need to save and hold on so you can ground. We need to let go when it comes to a point where we're not able to open up to the flow again. But with the King of Pentacles here and the Seven of Wands, after that communication, whoops, talk to me. And after that here you're finishing your cycle. Talk to me about that cycle. Maybe you know, you're gonna, once you communicate and there's that union, there's that choice to elevate ourselves, you're gonna grab your wand, defend it, and hold it. Yes, you know, this can be no, I want this and I'm gonna go through it. The moon under the High Priestess that rules the moon. So see, this was in your unconsciousness. This was unspoken before. In a way, this thing is going to make you express something maybe you've never expressed before. Do you want to talk more about the moon and the world? Yeah. Empress. Here, Six of Swords. It's going to make you go to calmer waters. This is going to relieve you, expressing it. So at one point this month, and here I have the Empress, Emperor, Empress, Queen of Pentacle, King of Pentacle. She's the one that is unconditional love, that can create and be fruitful and all of that. Making you harmonize with that, going towards calmer waters, because you're finishing a cycle that was in your unconscious, that was really blocking you, giving you the feeling that you were alone in having to deal with things, and taking responsibilities as a burden, maybe more than something to embrace. I don't know exactly what, but for sure this brand new cup of love is gonna make you freak out. Show me the Ace of Wands. So it's like if that cup of love that makes you freak out, after that becomes a passion. Wands. That Ace of Wands that you're defending there against the naysayers. You're embracing it now, and you're going to plant it solidly with the Princess of Pentacle, because you have the King and the Queen of Pentacle within you. And there we have the tree. We went from the 2 with the shock to the 3 now, receiving your ships. That's good. Now do you want to talk about the Fool? Oh. Well, there we go. Ace of Pentacle, Ace of Sword, understanding the inner conflict that was there. And so you have Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacle, Ace of Sword, Ace of Wands. The 4 aces with the Fool. That is a brand new life, brand new on all levels, coming into your life. And of course it's going to bring out some freaking inside of you, but it's going to turn out beautiful at the end, because you're going to express it, face it, and finish a cycle inside of you at the same time. It's going to be a growth at the same time as bringing you so much new of everything. So Leo, this is very exciting for you for the month of August. I'm gonna wish you love and light. Thank you for the ones that gave me a donation for my roof that I have to redo this summer. I do a special meditation for all of you to send you love and light and what you need in exchange. And the readings are open. All the information is below. And I'll see you next month. All right? Namaste. Happy birthday again. Bye-bye.